here.
I know.
I'm gonna be on time. I hope they give me a job that I just have to sit with a dog or something.
There is tension between Melanie and I, but we are trying to work through it so that we can have a better understanding.
Let me guess, Melanie and Sarah.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Felicia.
Hi, we're so sorry. We got lost, we got sick, everything.
Are you okay now?
Yeah.
Hi, little baby.
All my life, I have extremely loved dogs. I just think it's important to find adoptable animals homes. They deserve it.
Somebody adopted mine.
There's a lot of prospective people for mine.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Me too.
I feel bad like I haven't been of too much help.
They have a lot of volunteers.
They do.
That's why, I'm telling you, if you don't feel good,
I know.
I wouldn't argue with you about going back and sitting in the cold tub.
I don't know much about Melanie's past based on the little information I know. I think that she's had to be a really strong person. Can you explain to me, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to now, but like your adoption story?
Well, I was born to a lady that was 17 and her boyfriend. And her boyfriend didn't want to give me up. My dad didn't want to give me up. So I was in foster care when I was a baby for the first 6 months. My mom and my dad, Bob and Pat, were waiting for me. They're my adopted parents. And la-di-da, had a normal kid, well, happy life, whatever. My mom was crazy, but we all have things in our past that are gonna affect how we associate with people and talk to people and interact. And, been saying it myself that I have perfect friends and perfect family and perfect life back in Santa Cruz. It's all because I appreciate it so much because of what I've come from. When I was about 5, it had gotten really bad by that point. They would fight all the time. Me and my sister would cry all the time, and Pat had hidden us in a closet. And me and my sister, we were waiting, they were crying, we didn't know what was going on. The cops had to come and get us, take us away from her. And when you're 5, you just don't understand anything's going on,
I vent about Melanie a lot, but that's because she makes judgments about my life. But I think that Melanie and I have really formed a strong respect for each other.
It's something in my past, I went through it, I'm stronger for it, and whatever,
Ready?
Yeah. I want to talk to Landon. I want to talk about what he did. And it's really hard to because Landon will look at you and say, I don't remember. His drinking is now a problem. It's an issue for everyone in the house because all of the roommates have to deal with Landon's drunken nights. Well, here's my thing. Usually with you, when you get drunk or whatever, it's usually, I can deal with it, but you're bugging me.
Yeah.
And I know that when we go out, we get drunk.
Yeah.
But with you, it's turned into a scary thing.
Since I've been here, I've had a little trouble, getting used to everything. I think during the day, I'm really quiet. At night, when I get drunk and lose my inhibitions, then I become, complete opposite.
We notice that when MJ's drunk and he comes home, half an hour later, he begins to sober up. But with you, you're drunk until you go to sleep.
No, I know. It's I black out, and there's just no coming back from it at all.
At all. But I really wasn't going to say anything because, A, you already know.
Well, no, I'm glad you are, because, I wouldn't know. Honestly, I would wake up next morning and be like, oh, okay, let's go out. I feel really bad about getting in Vonda's face, making the roommates feel uncomfortable with me around, being drunk. For me, for when I used to drink, and now, I think there's a lot finer line. Now it's I drink, I don't really feel a buzz, and all of a sudden, I'm just drunk.
Really?
Yeah, and there isn't a whole lot of in between. Gray area, it's just white and then literally black.
Landon doesn't know for himself how much is too much. I would love to see Landon not drink the rest of the time we're here.
I apologize. Really, really sorry. It definitely is a problem. For everyone around me when I do get that drunk. It's just, it is scary. To avoid what happened, I just need to really control my drinking and be responsible for myself. Are you interested in me at all?
As a friend, yeah.
Having a relationship between Siobhan and I has crossed my mind a lot. I like so many aspects of her personality.
Do you think I'm leading you on?
I just get these vibes from you, and I do like you, and it just.
Even though me and Sean broke up, I think I appreciate him even more. That's my love. Girls think long term with these boys. And you know, if I'm gonna have a crush on somebody, can I imagine myself marrying them and having a white picket fence? I do not have a crush on Landon anymore, for the sole reason that he just drinks too much.
I don't know, whatever. I mean, you know how I feel. And that's fine. Like, if you don't feel the same way, it's okay. I mean, it's not like you have to. If that's the route that Siobhan takes with me, is that she wants to be friends, that is totally cool. I'm fine with that.
On the next Real World.
Becky and I dated for 7 years. Why are you uncomfortable being around me?
I am not.
The girl that I knew so well has changed so much.
You went out of state, Sean, and you didn't tell me you were going out of state to see your ex-girlfriend?
Savannah, I'm just helping a friend. Do you understand?
No, I don't understand.
Trying to bring a struggle to life. The label want a song about a bubbly life. I have trouble trying to write some bang and cut through the night. When people suffer tonight, Lord knows I try.